I do want to say good morning, good morning, good morning to yeah. You're tuned to Love 101, the family station. We have a very special interview coming up right now. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can jump on over. Here comes the train. So here we go. The Prime Minister, in his last announcements, renew COVID-19 protocols, announced that there would be no movement day starting tomorrow, Sunday, August 22, through to Tuesday, August 24. The first 3 days in a list of 7 no movement days. So this meant that tomorrow, Sunday, August 22, there would have been no movement, so no church. However, there is an update, and with us this morning we have Custos of St. James, Bishop the Honorable Conrad Pitkin, and Chairman of the National Religious Media Commission, owners of Love 101 FM and Love TV, Reverend Adinhair Jones. Good morning to you, Good gentlemen. Morning, gentlemen.
Good
Hi.
morning, Camila and Sarah, and how are you? Chairman,
Good morning.
good morning,
Bishop.
Chairman.
Good morning, Kamli and Sarah Ann. Good to be with you.
And we should tell Kimley that I'm a part of the family. I'm still on the board, Kimley.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Bishop. We're quite aware. Thank you so much.
Okay.
They still have me there supporting the chairman.
Yes.
Good point. Good point. Good point, Bishop Custos. Good to be with you.
So, Bishop Pitkin, I'm going to be starting with you. Share with us what is the latest update regarding church tomorrow. Is the message that has been circulating true?
Okay, thank you, Kimley. I want to begin by saying that we are in difficult times,
Mm-hmm.
unprecedented, never have been seen by my generation and the generation before me. And so it is a very difficult time we're entering into,
Mm-hmm.
and our hospitals are above capacity. Persons are sitting in chairs waiting for a bed in all the major hospitals across Jamaica. That includes COVID patients and non-COVID patients. You can imagine persons under excruciating pain and very ill and can't find a bed or must stay home. Or at the point where there's a possibility that the ventilators are going to be running out soon. A nurse died recently because there was no ventilator to put her on. You couldn't take a sick person off a ventilator to put her on. It was a sad moment for Jamaica and for me. My heart reached out to her and her family and the other nurse who died, understand, and her husband recently. So we have to understand that the answer to COVID-19 is not to expand bed space in hospitals, but to use whatever measure can be used to first slow down the spread of the virus and eventually stop this monster from killing our people and from throwing our people into hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, Timney, the Prime Minister did mention in his presentation on Thursday that the movement days will begin tomorrow, Sunday, 22nd.
Right.
And tomorrow will be an absolute no movement day, which means that we will not be able to go to the sanctuary
Right.
to do live streaming.
Right.
But on the 29th of August and the 5th of September, we could go. We could go and do whatever we need to with 20 persons. That has been changed since then. And on behalf of the church in Jamaica, the JUGC, we want to thank the Prime Minister for his consideration in allowing the church to meet tomorrow with the 20 persons. And understand this is not multiples of service. It is one service with 20 persons, including the pastor and his associate or her associate and the technical team and the worship team, to do a live streaming to provide ministry for persons at home and in the hospitals, which is absolutely necessary at this time. Science has proven that persons who are ministered spiritually are encouraged, and in some cases, they are healed, right? And spiritual intervention is very important. So it is from that perspective that the dialogue was had, and we want to thank the Prime Minister and his government for understanding the need for this kind of ministry even tomorrow. So we are saying to the churches in Jamaica, it is one service for the day with 20 persons, including the pastor. You'll go in and you'll have your streaming or you have your brief service and you go home. Because we know that in deep rural Jamaica, there's no avenue, no means for streaming. And so, but it's not to have a hour service 6 times for the day, and it is within a given time, and that is important. I'm open for questions after Bishop Adinhair.
Yes, Bishop Jones. Let me just jump to you real quick. I gather that pastors will need a letter. This letter, how can persons get this letter?
I'm not hearing you.
Are you hearing me,
Reverend Jones?
Yes,
I'm not
I hear
sure
you.
what's
Yes,
going.
I can respond. Yes.
Yes,
All right.
Reverend
First of all,
Jones, for you.
thank you, Love FM, for so quickly accommodating this important interview. You are exhibiting the highest corporate responsibility in taking on this role. And thank you to Bishop Custos Pitkin for the role he played along with the umbrella groups of churches in sharing the dialogue with the Prime Minister to arrive at this important adjustment. So the adjustment is to ensure that our churches can maintain ministry to all of the membership of the church and others outside of the membership of the church. You asked a question about the authorization. If you will remember in March when we first had this kind of situation, an authorization was agreed by the government and a form was developed. Well, that same form will be circulated to all the pastors so that they can list all the members, the 20 members who will be involved in the meeting in the chapel to worship and to transmit to the wider church community and audience.
Because I gather, Reverend Jones, that there was some confusion in thinking that a new form was needed. But what you're saying is that the same form from the last time can be used.
Right. I believe what will happen is that the date will change, and depending on the pastor and the churches, the names on the form will change.
Okay.
But it's a standard form that is being used, that has been approved, that has been authorized.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Right.
I don't know which one of you will be able to answer this one. Remember, Sunday is a no movement day, but churches have been given permission for 20 persons, including the pastor, for worship tomorrow. What is the travel period that persons will have on the road on Sundays? Well, this Sunday.
Bishop Custos, you heard that question?
Custos, are you hearing us?
Is there I know he has addressed it before, the travel time stipulation, Custos. Could you respond to that?
I don't think the Custos is hearing us at all.
Bishop Pitkin?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. We're hearing you now.
The same form cannot be used. I have just received the updated form just as I was coming on, so it has not been released to the churches yet.
Yes.
Okay.
And as soon as you're off air, I will be releasing the form.
Okay, so just an update, listeners, to
There's
what
an
you said.
updated form.
The previous form cannot be used. That is what you're saying.
Previous form cannot be used.
Okay, so there's a new form.
There's a new form.
And how can the pastors gain
Say
access?
that again.
how can the pastors gain access to this form? This new
Okay, the form will be released to the in the JUGC group to
Mhm,
all the heads of denominations,
mhm.
and then they will in turn release it to their pastors across Jamaica. And also, I have a platform with over 100 pastors, some who are independent, who are not a part of the JUGC. The form will also be released to them. And I can be reached at 8290110 for those persons who would need the form directly from me, and I will send it to them.
Oh,
8290110.
all right. So the number to reach Bishop Pitkin is 8290110.
0110.
Thank you so
All
much,
right.
gentlemen. We have to wrap. But just before we go, I just want to find out that travel period there. I know it's a no movement day. Is there a travel time period for going to church and coming back? What is the stipulation?
Yeah, person should be home by 3 o'clock.
Person should be home by 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for taking
And
the
Yes,
time.
thank
thank
you,
you,
Reverend
Kimberly
All
Annie.
and
right. You're
Sarah, and
welcome.
really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
You're welcome. Thank
Okay.
you.
Take care.